Homelessness 2.0, day 4. Yet again, another cup of coffee. I wasn't especially productive at all yesterday. In fact, I don't think I was at all productive yesterday. Didn't even leave the house. I was going to go, do stuff, and I didn't. I was just now listening to some music. Haven't really been listening to music for a while now. Started thinking about a number of things. The song I was just listening to was Circles by Post Malone, and it reminded me of when I was working at iHeart and a quick little video that I made while working there one night. The song came on, and so I walked into the studio and I bumped it up about 5 decibels. Posted it on Twitter. And the reason I did that, because one, I like the song, but two, I know others like the song, and I kind of want to give people that. Whatever that is, that sense of, I don't know, almost magic, I guess. There's something about music that is, there's an emotional component, obviously. Not just what they say or how they say it, but how you receive it. The same song can be received by so many different people with entirely different meanings. And, it's one of the things that I liked about working at the studios. I liked being a part of that to some degree. It's one of the reasons why I liked when I got to answer the phone calls from contest winners. And not like in the earlier stages when we did it, when I got to actually, talk to them and record them and play them back on the radio. That part was awesome. It was fun. It was the kind of stuff I lived for. But then when they, did the restructuring and it was like, okay, now you have to answer the phones for all 5 stations. You don't have to record anything. You just got to move on and move on and move on. It became so impersonal. And I like that personability. I like that interaction with people. And it's probably one of the reasons why I've been playing EverQuest for so long. It's been nearly a year. I haven't been playing it since I went to Miami at the end of September, though. But I still try to find to play video games because there's an interaction. There's an interactivity to it. In fact, even on this channel, I've got old videos of me playing video games. And I was watching the various playthroughs of FTL that I had done some years ago, back when I was still living in Pasadena in the living room. And, got me nostalgic. I started playing it again. And, so I didn't do anything super productive yesterday. But I don't know. Video games are a coping mechanism for me. And they're not necessarily a good one either. There's certain levels of responsibility I've got to take care of. There's things I have to do. And most of what I have to do, at least in the interim between now and the rest of today, if you will, it's not super big, but it's a couple of things that will help. And there's the big stuff that I got to take care of. I still have to figure out where to get driving lessons and try not to spend thousands of dollars on that. And then potentially get a car, but that depends on when the driver's license happens too. So, there's so many unknowns, but obviously, if you don't get anything done, nothing gets done. If you don't do anything, you don't do anything. It's a tautology, but still. But I know that, going back to listening to some music on my, travels throughout, that'll help. I know it did when I was homeless back in the day. I would listen to a lot of the same songs over and over and over again. It's how I traveled through the city. It's how I got through the day, was listening to music. And now there's new music. There's all kinds of new music. A lot of it's good. Whether people think so or not, it's up to you. But there's a lot of good music out there, and there's a lot of good new music out there. Finding it's harder, though, because there's so much of it out there. And there's a lot of good old music too, you know, not shitting on anything. I think that's I think that's part of why I liked doing it in the first place, is that despite what you liked that was already out there, there was always something else that was coming out. It brought people together in some way or another. That's why, I started doing a show mostly with music at PCC, was because I wanted to spread music in that regard. I'm not a musician. I wish I could be. It's not something that I can really do. That my brain doesn't click. But with people, I click. I can click with people. I still don't know where I'm going in life, what I'm doing, why I'm going to be doing anything, but obviously that'll be part of all of this. It's been part of all of this thing we call life, this experience. So yeah, it's I gotta get out of here at some point anyway, because around noon they're gonna be doing a little bit of construction up inside the attic, I think. Gonna drop some wires or whatever it was. I'd have to look at the message again, but it's incentive to get out anyway, so I tend to need an external motivator most of the time, which sucks. I wish I could be more internally motivated, but that's where discipline comes into play. I guess it's time to take a shower, finish up my coffee, plug in my phone, upload this video, and get to moseying. Have fun.